Now this, former FBI Director James Comey changing the language that he used in a memo about Hillary Clinton's investigation, or the investigation of her, I should say. He removed the words grossly negligent and replaced them with, publicly, extremely careless. Without getting into the weeds, you know who's next. All rise, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Okay, now, you're a legal guy. So I ask you, is there a legal difference between grossly negligent, that was Comey's first expression, and his public expression, extremely careless?
In a word, no.
No?
There is no difference.
I thought grossly negligent would open you up to federal charges.
Gross negligence is extreme carelessness. Look, we have a statute that says if the government puts into your hands for safekeeping state secrets and you fail to keep them safe by intentionally exposing them or grossly negligently exposing them, you can be prosecuted and you can be found guilty without the government proving intent.
So why didn't Comey prosecute?
Well, I don't know why he didn't prosecute. He obviously wanted to save her. If you ask me, why did he use extreme carelessness? Because the language in the Supreme Court opinions interpreting the statute is consistent, and it says gross negligence. And if he used that language, then your question would be, well, why aren't you prosecuting when the Supreme Court says that's the standard? All he did was fudge the terminology, but the meaning is the same. Look, our colleagues Pam Brown and Catherine Herridge discovered a memo from an FBI agent complaining that Jim Comey told them that they had to find intent. And the FBI agent responds to his boss saying, most respectfully, the courts in interpreting this statute say we don't have to prove intent, we only have to prove gross negligence. So they pump gross negligence in the memo, and then before the memo becomes public, they change it to extreme carelessness. Look, we all do a lot of writing. We wouldn't want our drafts out there as opposed to our final product. But in this case, the director of the FBI materially misled his own agency and the public on the legal standard for indicting and proving guilt. And I've said to the Attorney General this morning, and I'll say it again, if Jim Comey was fired for the reason you gave, drop the ball on Hillary Clinton, pick up the ball, run with it. Bring the evidence to a grand jury and let the grand jury decide if they want to indict.
I've got 10 seconds. I don't think the Clintons, either of them, will ever face serious legal charges.
Because of the culture in government.
No.
That we will not prosecute our predecessors because we don't want our successors to come after us.
Plausible deniability. It goes back a generation.
Well, they can deny all they want, but she'll have a hard time denying it on the witness stand when she's a defendant.
Okay, I'm told that's your last word. All right. Thank you, Judge.